We're going to go through the steps needed today to completely assemble your Sawtooth pellet grill. We have broken the process down to 7 steps for the easiest assembly. As with any process, there are several tools and many components you will need to complete the project successfully. Please take a few moments and do an inventory of the components that you have removed from inside of your grill before we start the project. One of the other things we want to take precaution in while we assemble this grill is not to scratch a finish. So what we've done is we've opened the grill and we removed a piece of the bubble wrap and applied it to our workbench today to make sure we don't scratch any of the finishes of the components that we assembled today. Okay, so the first process that we're going to do today is going to be the wheel assembly. For this, you're going to need a 9/16 ratchet and a 9/16 open-end wrench. You need your 2 rear legs, 2 rear wheels, 2 1/2-inch bolts that were in your hardware bag, 6 of your flat washers, 10 washers for the rear wheels. As you can see, I've already completed one of the leg assemblies. Rolls smoothly and looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our 1/2-inch bolt. We're going to apply a flat washer. We're going to go ahead and slide that into the wheel. And then we're going to apply another washer to the back of it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slide that into the lower hole in the leg. Apply another washer to the rear. And then we're going to go ahead and screw on the lock washer. Now we'll go ahead and take our driver and our open-end wrench. We will go ahead and tighten this down. Go ahead and snug this up and then back it off a 1/4 turn. Now you may have to do a little more or a little less, but what we want is we want the wheel to be able to move freely, but we don't want any wobbling in the wheel. Once you've completed that step twice, your rear legs are ready to go and be mounted onto the grill. Okay, what we're going to cover now is the front wheel attachment to the front leg. Your front leg is going to have on it a long welded in nut. You'll need a flat washer from the bag, your front caster, and a 1/2-inch open-end wrench. Place the flat washer onto the caster. Take the caster. That down there, go ahead and snug that into place. The caster should still be free moving, and you're ready to go ahead and attach your front leg. We're going to install the lid stop. So what we're going to do here is your lid stop has 2 profiles. It has the short profile, which is your front, and the long profile, which is your rear. So we're going to go ahead and take this now and apply it to the top of the grill. We're going to take 2 of the Phillips head bolts and drop them through the pre-drilled holes in the top of the grill. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and apply the nuts to the back of the bolts. Grab our socket and go ahead and tighten it. Apply the handle of the grill. Now in your hardware bag are 2 rubber grommets. You need to pull those grommets out and they slip into the edge of the handle right here. Just like so. So you'll apply one of those to each end and that'll complete your handle. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of your Phillips head bolts and drop those into the handle on each side. And you're going to line your handle with the pre-drilled holes in the lid. And go ahead and open your lid up. And then you're going to apply a nut to the back side of each one of those bolts. Take your 7/16 socket and go ahead and secure those nuts on the back of the handle. Apply the thermometer to the lid of your grill. As you can see, there's a pre-punched hole in the grill. We're going to go ahead and insert the thermometer into there, and we're going to give it about a quarter turn. That way, once we have the conduit nut on the back, we can go ahead and tighten that down. Open the lid, take the conduit nut that was in your hardware bag, and apply that to the back of the thermometer. Now that's snug. Now reach up and turn that thermometer a quarter turn. Go ahead and shut your lid. And then you can do a final adjustment of your thermometer to get that to where it looks just right on the lid and it's nice and secure. We're going to go ahead and apply the hook for the grease bucket onto the bottom of the grill. The hook was in the hardware bag. Take one of your Phillips bolts and insert that and put a nut on from the back side. Make sure it's straight and grab your 9/16 ratchet and go ahead and tighten that down. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fasten the 4 legs. Now you have the 2 legs that have the wheels, which go to the rear of the grill, and the 2 legs that have the casters, which go to the front or the hopper side. On each leg, there are 3 holes. These are height adjustments for your grill to allow you to adjust your cooking height to what you prefer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mount this. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and set it on the lower setting. So I'm going to insert one of the Phillips bolts, put it in the hole, and apply a nut to the back of that. So now we're going to go ahead and insert the balance of the nut bolts and nuts and put those together. Now with your Phillips screwdriver on the outside, grab your 7/16 ratchet and go ahead and tightly secure those. Now we're going to go ahead and apply the handle to the hopper. Inside these 2 holes, there are 2 nuts that are already welded on the inside. So all you're going to need is 2 of your Phillips headed bolts to go ahead and secure this. Go ahead and grab your Phillips screwdriver or your cordless drill. Just tighten those up. Okay, now that we've completed the setup of the grill, we're going to go ahead and reinstall the internal components. We're going to start with the firebox. Inside of the firebox is the burn grate. Then we're going to install the flame shield. Once you have those 3 components centered and in the grill, we're ready to install the grease pan. Now once you have the grease pan in, make sure you slide it forward and catch it on that lip. A tip for cleanup and for easy maintenance is to always ensure that you lay foil over the top of your grease pan before you use it each time. Now we're going to install the grill grates. As you can see from the factory, they come with a white protective film on them. There is a sticker. Make sure you remove that before you fire the grill. Once you've removed the plastic, they will show a stainless steel grate that looks very nice and works great for cooking.